What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Radical Marketer YouTube channel. This is the Radical Marketer himself coming back at you with another video about how to get a credit card and what is a credit card exactly, okay? So on this channel, if this is your first time stopping by, we make videos on how to leverage credit, how to leverage social media, and how to make money online. So if this is your first time and those topics interest you, smash that like button because I make videos every single day. And if you drop a comment in the comment section within the first 24 hours, I get to all of my comments. So make sure that you write your question down, engage with people in the community, and let's get it rocking. All right, guys, for all of you guys out there that have been following me, you guys have known that I've already been posting about what is a personal line of credit, what is an installment loan, and things of that nature. But now we're going to talk about a credit card. What is a credit card? How to get a credit card? Everybody's at a different place in their credit journey, their financial literacy. There's no stupid questions, but I've been asked to do some of these topics. So I wanted to do them for you, give you the pros, the cons, and then just my overall thoughts on them, okay? For those of you guys could be a huge advocate of debt. You guys could hate debt. It's whatever you guys choose is what you guys choose. But for me, I love leveraging other people's money to make money. And I would rather leverage other people's money than use my own money, right? So if, for example, you say, hey, Dan, it's going to cost $10,000 for this, then I could say, great, why don't you pay it? And then I'll pay you back in 30 days after I make money, right? Instead of investing my money first. So all of the millionaires and billionaires, they leverage debt, they love debt. They prolong debt, they move debt around. A lot of people don't know how to do that because we've never been taught these things in school. Okay, so basically, when you get a credit card, let's just talk about how to start off with a credit card. There's two ways to get a credit card. You can get something that's unsecured or that's secured. Secured is just saying, hey, the bank's saying, hey, you have no credit. We have no way of proving if you're going to pay this money back. So we're going to deny you, but we will offer you a secured credit card. And what a secured credit card is, you would give the bank or the financial institution an X amount of dollars, and then you would use that credit line, okay? And then they would report that credit line to the credit bureaus, which would help you build credit. So most people, when they're starting off in their credit journey or they're rebuilding from a bankruptcy, things like that, they'll do what's called a secured credit card, okay? And they may do 500, they may do 1,000, they may do 2,000, because what that does is it tells Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, hey, they're paying their bills, they're establishing credit, or they're repairing credit, and that looks really, really well. So when you want to go get an unsecured card, now they see that and they offer that to you, okay? Which leads me to my next thing. An unsecured card or an unsecured credit card is basically a bank trusting you with a certain amount of money for your reputation. So if you have paid all your bills or you've never had credit, a bank may say, we'll give you a $3,000 credit card. Show us that you do well, and we may be increasing your credit limit, okay? So those are the two types of credit cards, okay? The whole goal is to have unsecured, okay? That's the goal, to be leveraging other people's money. But when you're starting off in your credit journey, you may need to do secured, okay? And there's not a problem with that. And sometimes secured cards are also a way to get into good graces with banks that offer really high credit limits and great credit products, okay? So never shy away from a secured if it makes sense. Another thing that people do in the business sector is there's personal and there's business credit cards, right? So a personal credit card goes off of your Social Security, where a business credit card will go over your tax ID. The nice thing about a personal credit card is they're easier to get. The business credit cards are great too. I'll get to that in a second. But with the personal credit cards, there's different types of credit cards that you can get. The popular ones are things like no money, 0% interest cards, where you can, use your credit card, not pay interest on it for a certain amount of time, or something that's even deferred interest for a certain amount of time. And as long as you're paying your minimum balance every single month, you won't pay interest, as long as you pay off that credit card before that promotional 0% rate ends. Most people do 6 months, 9 months, 10 months, 12 months. You just have to ask whatever credit card you're applying for, what is this promotional rate? When is it going to end? Okay. And there's a lot of different credit cards that I have on my channel, so make sure you check out the channel. I have credit card playlists. I have everything here on this channel where you can learn about how to establish credit for yourself. So make sure you binge on the videos, ask questions in the comment, and within 24 hours, I respond to them. After 24 hours, I try my best to get to them, so make sure that you comment below. The business credit cards for you business owners out there is great because there's a thing called utilization, and it's just going to be too much information to get into a small video like this. But basically, business credit cards, they offer you a lot more in credit limit because you're using it for business, and they just operate different. Okay, there's not a thing called utilization rate like there is in personal credit. You get dinged if you max out a personal card. You don't get dinged if you max out a business card. In the business world, it's all about if you're paying your bills on time. In the personal, it's like, okay, how are they managing their finances? That's the best way to kind of put that. Okay. The other thing is this. I was just checking my notes here for a second. Is the popular thing about credit cards is it's a great way to buy things when you're traveling abroad. Okay, you're not having to use cash. There's a lot of cards that have 0% foreign transaction fees. Okay, so you can use your card in China, or you could use your card in Japan or Egypt or wherever you're going, and you could use that card and not have to worry about fraud, because the financial institution that gives you the line of credit, whether it's Chase, Discover, American Express, they're on the line for that debt, right? So there's a lot of protections that come to you as a consumer by using a credit card. And actually, you're more protected by using a credit card than you are a debit card, believe it or not. So I tell people, don't be afraid of credit cards. Treat them like a debit card. If you don't have money for it, don't buy it, right? It's just an amazing way to manage your cash flow, right? Cash flow is king. That's what holds a lot of businesses back. That's what makes a lot of businesses fail, because they don't have the cash and they get into a cash-strapped situation and they got to close up shop, okay? Now, for you digital entrepreneurs, online marketers getting into this world, we don't really have a lot of overhead. We just have software, and we just have to pay our bills every single month. There's a lot of expats out there, things like that. And so rocking a business off credit cards and moving money around, it's very, very popular, okay? Because especially there's a grace period. So when you use a credit card, there usually is a 30 to 45-day grace period where you don't pay any interest, right? So if I spend $5,000, I can try to hustle and get that $5,000 back before that 30 days or 45 days is up, right? And not pay any interest. Where an installment loan, you pay interest on day one. On a personal line of credit, you pay interest on day one. So credit cards are incredibly convenient. You get a lot more protection when you buy things. You get to leverage other people's money, right? And the other thing is very, very convenient, like I said, to spend your money. I mean, that's why they offer you credit cards, because they know that if you have a credit card, you're going to spend more, right? So it's a game. Are you going to get beat by the house, or are you going to beat the house, right? And it just comes down to personal discipline. I would never ask anybody to open up a credit card if you don't have the personal wherewithal to stop yourself from buying things you don't need. It's just like anything: alcohol, a car, gambling. I mean, it's a gamble. If you're getting into this world and you're using credit and you don't have an exit plan, or you don't know what you're doing, it could ruin a lot of things for you. So I would challenge you to be very, very careful about it. But I tell people, don't be afraid of a credit card. You definitely need a credit card to establish credit, whether you want to buy a house, whether you want to buy a car. Open up a credit card, get 2 to 3 credit cards, build your credit profile. There's a lot of different strategies on how to use credit cards on this channel, so make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all of that good jazz, and we'll catch you guys on the next video, all right? Hey, I appreciate you guys. Have a great day on purpose, and God bless you. Peace.